Around 4 months ago, I accidentally moved to Australia. And in this video, I'm going to explain how this all happened, why it happened, and what we did to get here. So I went traveling with one of my mates about 4 months ago, who I weirdly met on TikTok. Just over a year ago, I was scrolling on TikTok, seen someone was live, decided to join, which is not like me. And since then, we kept going live together. We met up, made some content, made football videos, and now just over a year later, I'm halfway across the world traveling with a guy I call my brother. After a few months of knowing each other, I said to him, "Look, man, I'm gonna go traveling. Like, I'm gone. I'm going. I want to see the world." And he said, "I'm coming too." And we decided to go 5 weeks Bali, 2 weeks Australia, and we booked it straight away. Then we waited. So a few months goes by, and me being the stupid 22-year-old that I am, not enough money saved up. Still going out for food with my friends, still going for drinks maybe every few weekends, went to the cinema, just did not save up. So I did not have a lot of money, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make it work. We set off on the 30th of September. I tell you, I have never been so tired in my life. I think our whole trip from Dublin to Bali was around 36, 37 hours. It was honestly, I won't lie, it was the worst thing ever. So that then brings us to our time in Bali. So we spent a full 3 weeks in Bali, and I think it was genuinely one of the greatest experiences of my life. It goes without saying, but Bali is so different to what it is portrayed as, but in like a good way. And it's just so different to what you're used to in your daily life. It's nice to get out there, learn about other people's cultures, but I will put in a quick edit of our time in Bali just so you can get a little feel of it, because I would recommend it to everyone. Coming to the end of our time in Bali, we I think we'd kind of come to the decision that we did not want to come home. So we kind of put it out up in the air, but we never did anything about it. And that was that. We left Bali on the 23rd of October to come to Australia for 2 weeks, meet some of our friends and go home. Shout out Laura, shout out Niall Kira. They let us stay on their couch for the 2 weeks while we were there. And it helped a lot, obviously, because I did not realize how expensive Australia actually was. Australia just felt, as soon as I landed in Australia, it felt like home. Being able to just walk out the door and go to a beach, or being able to walk out the door and anything you need is there, shops, restaurants, just that big city life that I feel like maybe I've craved for a while, because, I'm not used to it. I'm from a small little town in Ireland, in Cork, Ireland. So it was very new to me, but a good new. Like, I absolutely loved it. Me and Dylan kept having that chat, maybe we should stay. Maybe we should stay. In the 2 weeks we were here, it was genuinely just great. So we were coming towards our end of our Australia trip, and we still had this thing in the back of our mind, why should we go home? What is there for us at home? We're going to go back to our shitty old jobs. Yeah, I think this was the turning point. I think this was the turning point. So then there becomes a problem: money. And that's why I mentioned money at the start, because obviously we did not do the smart thing of saving up. But like, why save up loads of money if you know you're going to be coming home? Really, we didn't know that maybe we wouldn't be coming home. So money was a big issue. I think I was on my last maybe 100 quid. Maybe that was it. I decided to cancel my flight home, and I was like, okay, might get a refund out of this. So like, let's see what happens. So bear in mind, we still had nowhere to stay after these 2 weeks. We'd no jobs lined up, no nothing, and we both canceled our flights home. So I got an email the next day being like, "Oh, you've been refunded some of your flight." And my flight home cost me roughly around €700. So I was like, okay, this might keep me going for a while. Even if it's in hostels, couch surfing, and paying a bit of money, whatever. This might do. So I open the email, and what do I see? €30. Yes, 30. Don't know why, but €30. That was it. That wasn't getting me anywhere. That wasn't even getting me to that evening. Panic started to hit. I put my ego aside and I asked for help. I rang my parents and I said, "Look, this is what I want to do." And my parents were understanding. They were like, "Look, we know you've always wanted to travel, and this is what you want to do. We're, more than happy to help." Especially my mother, and so I thought I was set. Little did I know there would be another problem. Problem number two: working holiday visa. As you know, if you want to work in Australia, you obviously need a working visa. And at this moment in time, we were in a holiday visa, which you cannot work on. Visa costs about €600. That's okay. We'll get out of the way. We'll get it done. Problem number three: we did not realize you could not be in Australia when you applied for the visa. So now we had to find a way to get out of Australia for the cheapest way possible and get this visa over and done with. We decided to go to Auckland, New Zealand, and that was that. It cost about $350. And yeah, a few days later, we went to Auckland, New Zealand. So we arrived in Auckland and settled in, and lo and behold, within 30 seconds of applying for our visas, we got accepted, which we were absolutely delighted by because I didn't even have the proper documents. You're supposed to have bank statements and stuff like that, and I just did not send in anything. I just screenshot my balance in my Revolut account and I just sent that screenshot in, and somehow I got accepted. But if anyone from that area of work is watching this, I didn't actually do that. Came home straight away after getting our visas, literally that same day, and we just booked the hostel. The hostel we went for was in Chinatown. It was called 790 on George. We booked there for, I think it was like a week, just to get us started, see if we could find somewhere else to stay in that time frame. I don't think we realized how difficult it was going to be to find a house or find somewhere to stay. I didn't realize it was pretty much like Ireland. There's a massive housing crisis, and it's just very hard to find somewhere to stay. At this time, both of us still had no jobs, so we'd no income or anything like that. So we were still living off not a lot at all. So 1 week in the hostel goes by, 2 weeks goes by, and at this point, we don't know what to do. We're after applying for hundreds, literally hundreds of jobs online and nothing. So we're kind of setting to panic now, maybe planning to go home. We have no plan. We have no plan. I don't know why, but I got it into my head. I'm going to go downstairs into reception and just ask if they're hiring. So that's exactly what I did. So very luckily for me, I went down to reception, I asked for a job, and they said yes. I had a trial shift. I went to the trial shift. Everything went smoothly. And yeah, now I've been working there a while. It's been 3 months now. We ended up staying in the hostel for, I think it was 5, 6 weeks. Met some absolutely amazing people. And we moved out a few weeks ago just to a friend's house, and now I'm getting ready to go do my 88 days. So, everything worked out in the end, weirdly. Obviously, I'm not going to lie and say this process has been, amazing. It's been like so easy, because it hasn't. And I don't want to lie to people who are maybe watching this and thinking, oh, I want to, migrate to Australia. It hasn't been easy, but it has been some of the best weeks of my life. There's been a lot of struggles, a lot of bad days, a lot of good days, but you just have to take into account, what to expect. Um, don't expect to come over here and all your problems go away, because that's not the case. They will temporarily, you'll be out having fun, but for that to happen, you just have to better yourself in general, which I feel like I've done a lot of while coming over here. That's the reason that some of my problems have gone away. Not because I've moved here, but it has helped because I have bettered myself since I moved here. But at the end of the day, it's how you better yourself is how it's going to help. I started eating good. I started working out. I started being more social, staying off my phone, and yeah, it's been tough, but it's been good. I've enjoyed it. There is things you're gonna miss a lot. Family, friends. You're gonna miss out on birthdays. You're gonna miss out on parties. It can be worth it. For me anyway, I felt like, obviously I dropped out of uni, and I felt like there wasn't much for me at home. So doing this has made me realize that there's so much more to life than finishing out uni and getting a 9 to 5 job and stuff like that. You can still do great stuff when you don't finish uni, or if you finish uni, or I'm not like saying anything bad about people who have finished uni, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I literally did accidentally move to Australia. um, if you have any questions, you can let me know below. I know this video has been a long story time. Some of you probably didn't even make it to the end, but yeah, if you have any questions, drop them below. Thank you for watching.